Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play through, only cause you set up the angle. Web that you weave got us tangled, caught in what's before our eyes. Show off your fantasy reality, whoa, that's yours, but I'll keep doing mine. You'll be living your good life, catch a glimpse from the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now.
Hi y'all, you know it's Taylor and Cam, and I needed to kind of give you a little synopsis, a little background on my story. So I was living in New Gardens. That's a place in St. Andrew, up Golden Spring. And things were, I had my mom, and my mom was taking care of me as best as she could, and I was alive, I was healthy. So things were not as perfect as we would want it to be, but I was good. I started to do track and field when I was in grade 7, but didn't get much out of it until I reached grade 9. When I reached grade 9, a few schools saw me and wanted me to come and run for their school, and there are 2 schools that actually gave us offers, and I took up the offer from Bridgeport. So I had to move to Portmore, and in moving to Portmore, I just left with a little suitcase that was not even fully together, and I was living on a boarding program that Bridgeport had. After a while, I realized that the boarding program wasn't working alone, so I needed some extra cash to get some personal items that I'd want. So I started to work at a car wash, and at the car wash I would go every weekend after training, before training, put in the work so that I can get some money, have some money to support my daily needs that would be outside of whatever the school was giving me. Life went on. I went on with that until I reached grade 9. When I reached grade 9, till I reached grade 10, when my mom got ill, and she needed me. I would say that was drawn about when I was leaving high school. She got a little bit better, and things got worse when I left high school, worse to the point that she couldn't take care of herself. So I had to start working same time after leaving high school and bring her on over into Portmore to take care of her. While living in Portmore, there was a lot of things that was happening. Sometimes it was just when I put this now, carbs only, some dumpling or some rice with some butter, you understand what I mean? And I went through all of that, but I had a dream. I had a dream that I wanted to create something different for my family. I wanted to be able to reach a particular place within a particular time. And I met one of the well, I didn't meet her out before, but I met her during high school, and we got married after high school. We rekindled, got married. Didn't work out because of a lot of different would I put this now? A lot of different things happened, and things just never worked out that way. I went through some rough years of not being able to, not having the support, not getting all of what I would need to get to reach to that place that I'd want to reach out. The timeline was just dwindling and I was not making any strides to get to that place where I wanted to get to. Alright, so all of that went on, people, and I mean, life was rough from high school. Some days I was living alone and nobody would know that I'm not living with any parent, and I have to do everything on my own, press my own clothes, wash my own clothes, look after my own meals, and get things done the right way that much persons my age would be depending on parents to do. And I went through and I started to work on my goals. I started to work towards getting my goals done, and a lot of things, I mean, a whole heap of things were happening. I mean, right after high school and my mom died, my bigger sister decided to come over to help. So a little bit of the pressure was off because I had my brother and my sister who was still in high school at the time to help support. We went ahead and we got through all of that together, and then we had decided to split after I got married. After I got married and we split, we rekindled again because my brother and my sister still needed some help. Then a little bit after we split again. At this time I went through a couple of jobs. I was working at a gas station, I was working with the Ministry of Finance. That's where I got most of my most work done, because I was in a more rounded job, and a lot of things were happening so that I would be able to get some strides towards it. One of the things that happened during the time that I was working at the Ministry of Finance was the opening of the business and figuring out the love that I had for the whole exercise and health and wellness. And I started to see this after my mom's death, but it got clearer as we went along. It got clearer as we went along, and we were able to really figure out what I could do with it, and actually got something started. After getting the thing started, and everything was basically, I could see a way to get that business started and get it going, and it got started and it was going. I had to stop because things just got bad, and I mean, things got so bad. Wife left, everything was just going Ivouwya, and I was alone again in the world, and I just felt out of place and felt like I wasn't making enough strides, and things were just not happening in the way that I'd wanted to happen. So I felt discouraged. I felt like I was not to be bothered with even going after the dreams that I had. One of the dreams was to get to buy my house before a particular year. I wanted to buy my house before I reached 35, and that happened. But before that happened, all of what I said before happened. I mean, the struggles was real. Some of the time I would lie in the bed looking at the roof, counting the zinc folds just to take my mind off of being hungry. You understand what I mean? So I'm coming from humble beginnings, and to where I'm at now, I'm still not where I need to be, but I'm a far cry from where I was. And I appreciate the journey, and some of you all need to appreciate the journey that you go through, because you don't know what it's going to take you to. I mean, every step that was taken in the past is what helped me to appreciate what I have now, and it basically prepared me for what I have now and what I'm heading towards getting. And there are a lot more that I need to learn. There's a lot more that I need to go through. So that's me up until today. I met a beautiful, wonderful soul that has been a real partner to me, and I must appreciate her, and I must tell you about her. You know her. Let's come. She has been a great addition to helping some of the dreams that I have had in the past to come through. And I must say that I appreciate her on camera, just so persons can know too, because I do say it off camera. Alright, so that's a bit about my past and to where I am today. Stay tuned. We will be giving you more about our real life story as we go along through this journey with you. So thank you, and see you in the next video.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play through, only cause you set up the angle. Web that you weave got us tangled, caught in what's before our eyes. Show off your fantasy, reality, whoa, that's yours, but I'll keep doing mine.